Today we are heading to Welland, Ontario, to Canada's second largest Canadian Tire on the entire planet. With that, we're going to start building an indoor pond. I'm super excited for this. We have a lot of experience building indoors and outdoors, but this will be the first time that we do a true Aquascape system indoors. Let's see how it goes.
So here's our plan, and here's our space.
We have 11 by 16 pond. That waterfall will be going up about 8 or 9 inches. And then we'll have this nice section here with an organic shape that you're going to draw out. There's already finished tile work inside there, which is beautiful. So we can't muck around with that. We can't mess that up. One of the challenges with the project we're about to build is that the fact that it needs to get 2-foot depth for the water for the fish to make sure that they have a fantastic environment. We want to get a nice waterfall, not too loud or too large. We want it to look natural, and of course that's a challenge when you're indoors and you have a very specific footprint on getting that height and that natural look. One of the ways that we're planning on actually getting that look is that we're going to use our faux stone panels as a backdrop. Okay, day one is a wrap. We got everything laid out. Our first part of our rock wall is in. Our biofalls is all plumbed and ready. Our pump is set up for the skimmer. Our liner and 2 layers of underlayment are underneath. And tomorrow we are all prepped. We can finally get started and get moving. We made huge progress on this. We brought in a ton of stone, literally a ton of stone. We have to build these layer by layer. And once we put it in, it is a ton of work to get the soil out. We have to compact the soil so that it actually can retain. We have to send in 2 different stages of rock for every level just to get our height. And then we have to actually get serious height for our waterfall so that it actually can fit the Biofall 6000. This is a big biofalls for such a pond. And we want to have some impact for it, but we also want a lot of filtration because we know they're going to load this with fish. Okay, so we have rocked in our base. We've filled in with soil. We've also utilized some plastic pallets to increase our height. We're actually going to lower that biofalls a little bit. We've anchored in our wall. We started our retention wall on the exterior, which is why we were able to fill this up. And now we're just going to keep continuing. You can see the markings on the ground. That's where the skimmer goes. And we'll just keep rocking. And that's a wrap for day 2. We're in good shape for day 3. We are on the way. Got our entire perimeter wall in. We have a little bit more to do around the skimmer. Just put the seal in for that. Need to get some more 12 to 14 inch rocks, and considering this is all done by pallet jack and hand, it's been a blast. So we have some large rocks to still get in before we start working away. Okay, we got soil in, just have to do our edging. We have a few more boulders put in here. Also a couple more boulders within the waterfall. Once we've tested and mudded in between there, and then we have to backfill all of that. And we have a lot of small little details in between all those boulders to make those look great. Day 3, it actually went pretty well. We got those outer retaining boulders in. We're moving on to the next level. Day 4 has begun, and we are making huge progress. We are plumbed, we are ready, we got the skimmer in, we are rocking it. Day 5, the majority of this is all done. We are wrapping up. We're trying to finish all these like little finesse pieces We're working on the waterfall, which is obviously my favorite part. And we have to create this natural trickling stream where we want good sound, but not overwhelming sound. This is a really, really fine line. And then we get to move on to all the fine details. Okay, everybody, so we have our pond live. We just have our final pieces set in. All we're waiting on is our artist to come and finish the cap of this piece. We've already started it up here, so you can see the texture blend in. We have to clean up, and then Canadian Tire Welland gets to start putting in their plants. They've done a fantastic job, as you can see already, and they're going to plant up everything around here. They've even already started to add their little touches, like that turtle. So we have this beautiful waterfall coming, cascading and splitting. There's going to be koi fish in here. We've added all of these bit of moss in and around. There's going to be a nice big planting bed here. Very, very excited. Now, we have 2 weeks. Even though we're all done, everything's wrapped, we have 2 weeks we have to wait before aquatic life can go in. So they do have koi that they're going to come and bring into the pond. Can't wait to see them, but we're telling them to wait 2 more weeks just so that the whole system can actually balance itself out. They can add some aquatic plants, and then we get to come back and see these koi. Okay, we're complete. Let me take you on a tour. This one-of-a-kind Canadian Tire. We built this 7 months ago. Come and check it out. And you can see the sheer plant growth has been incredible. Look at the height of these giant species. Everything's thriving. Fish are thriving. There is no babies here, so those are all new. And all of the actual koi have at least doubled, some have tripled in size since they've gotten in here. And they have for sure done a fantastic job, which makes sense. They are a garden center. One of the most unique parts of this project was the fact that we had filled up off the ground, which meant we needed these giant retaining boulders to ring it around, tamp earth in between so that we could actually do the pond in a typical fashion on the inside. Now, one thing that's not typical, something people ask me all the time, is how do we reconcile or incorporate artificial rock? Well, because we needed that height, we actually built this faux stone wall. We built these retaining boulders over here to naturalize the face. But on the backside, we needed more height faster. What we did was we built these faux stones out of our panel, colored them, anchored them into the ground to make sure that we had enough height for our biofalls and to get the depth of the pond that we wanted. And that's a wrap for this project. We had a great time. I just wanted to thank the staff at Canadian Tire. We had such a welcoming group of people building and creating this incredible space. We had 2 weeks to get this project done. I think we nailed it. There's an additional video on the artificial tree that we built at their entrance. And if you're ever in Wellington or ever need something from Canadian Tire, make sure to come to the Welland Canadian Tire, say hello, check out the pond, feed some fish, and buy some aquatic plants. Cheers.